What's up, budget buddies? It's Kim. Welcome to Debt to None. Ugh. Gonna be fine. All is well. Everything's okay. Can we focus? Let's focus. Focus. In this video, I'm gonna run through my October budget. I'll talk about how much money I'm bringing in for the month, which includes unemployment benefits, and then my one little house that we are cleaning together with our cleaning business. It's not much right now, but it's something. It's more than zero, so yay for that. So October is not a terrible month, and that's because there's 5 weeks. So yay, get a little bit more money. So that helps. So let's run through these numbers. I will briefly talk about a little life update, and yeah, if you're interested in knowing what's been going on with me, stay tuned. Let's get into it. Okay, if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate you. If you've been following my journey, gosh, thanks. Thanks so much. So you know that I'm kind of unemployed. Yeah. So I'm receiving unemployment benefits right now, but my husband and I are trying to start a cleaning business, cleaning service, whatever. And we do have one client so far. We're hoping to snag another client this month, and we do have a prospective opportunity. So hopefully that does pan out. That would be fabulous. But right now we just have one. So yay, at least we're making a little something. And like I said, I do have unemployment. So with those two together, those two sources of income, that's like $25.50, which when I was working, when our daughter was alive, I was bringing in somewhere around that, actually a little bit more. So about 2,700, sometimes 2,800 a month. So, this is obviously a little bit less. And the only reason why it's as high as that is because it's a 5-week month. Everyone's talking about October, the magic month. This is the first time the magic months are actually to my benefit, because previously with my employment, I only got paid twice a month. It did not matter how many weeks were in that month at all. It was like the 15th and the 30th, period. So yay, whatever. I'm trying to make the best of my life right now, which is so crazy. Seriously. I've been so stressed out, and it's not really, let me just be honest with you. I'm also take a quick break. Let me just tell you really quick that my stress has nothing to do with finances at all. And the reason why I'm not stressed out about finances is because I've been on this debt-free journey, budget journey since January of 2022. And that's when I really started to learn my habits, my bad habits, see what things I needed to break, where I needed to make adjustments. And that's when I began to really get control of my finances. So thankfully I did that. I guess thankfully I did start in 2022. And then started paying off all this debt. I really got through a nice chunk of debt. For real, for real. My debt did increase along the way, but right now I am left with technically $6,600 worth of debt, and it's from that home improvement stuff. But unfortunately, I like a couple months ago, I only had $6,000 worth of debt. Well, anyway, I ended up kind of borrowing more than I owed when I did the consolidation of my 3 credit cards into one. So I ended up putting $6,800 into this new credit card. And then that, because of the balance transfer, I was charged a 3% fee on that. I think it was like $204. So my debt went up to $7,004 in July. I think it was July or something. So that's just like a really quick like debt update that it actually increased, went up to 7,004. If you've been following my journey, you know I actually got it down to 6 grand. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. So, but finance is not, it's not the thing. It's not what's stressing me out. What's stressing me out is, number one, we're still grieving the death of our daughter. That totally stinks. That's changed everything in our life. I mean, not, yes, that knocked out income, because we are no longer getting paid, to care for her through the state, obviously. And also she had her own little, like, what is it, like disability, Social Security disability, I think, check. So that contributes to the household. So we don't have all of that, but we're okay. I had savings. I learned how to live on less. I learned what's necessary and what's not necessary. So I was cutting costs. Finding, I don't need this. We don't need that. And so we're okay. Also, you guys actually helped us out as well. The cards, the condolences, there was monetary gifts and a lot of those. Thank you so much for doing that. You really did not have to. But let me just tell you, and I hadn't talked about it on my channel because I just, going through some things, and there's just some stuff I just was like, you know what, let me just keep it private. But one thing I don't want to keep private is my gratitude. Thank you so much for thinking of us, for your prayers, and for sending, the cards. Even if there wasn't anything in it, it was just nice. Those words, comforting words of encouragement. I really do appreciate that. And it helps. Everything helps. So thank you. So with all of that being said, my stress level really is watching my husband, him and his daughter, she's my daughter. She was my daughter through marriage. But of course I'm very much I was very much her mother, period. But it was him and her for so many years. And now he doesn't have, this beautiful girl in his life. And that's hard. And then on top of that, there's just been people that have just really shown their true colors. And I mean, part of me, I want to say like part of me was like surprised, but my husband already was going through a lot. But then unfortunately, some people that he knows really just started treating him really bad. I don't know if their idea was just let's take advantage of the situation or what, but just cruel. And it made me think of, if you guys, any of you are like Bible readers, but it really made me think of the account of Job, when he lost everything. And then here come his 3 friends, quote unquote, they weren't friends, but just like false comforters, fake friends, hurling accusations at him. And I mean, horrible. Literally, my husband is living that. And it's so crazy, but you know what? We have to look at it for what it is. People can be used as tools from the devil, and we know that. And we're just trying to stay focused on doing good, and we're going to keep on keeping on. So that's just a really brief update of where my stress level is at and why. It's not finances, it's more emotional and things like that. So I'm still very chaotic with my YouTube schedule. I really hope I am able to get it together, because I do enjoy making these videos and checking in with you guys and letting you know what I'm doing. If I could just get my brain in order so that I can actually talk about what I'm doing and I'm not like scatterbrained, because right now I just feel like I'm all over the place. But let's get back to the task at hand and look at this October budget. I'm not feeling bad about it. I'm kind of impressed with how okay things should be. So here's the budget. Will I actually bring in this amount of money? Is this really what I'm going to be working with? I hope so, but I don't know. Every time I make a plan, sometimes, things change. But let's talk about what I think is going to happen for the month of October. Okay, so I did talk about about 2550 is like the new income, sort of the new income. Then I get 650 from my husband. And then from September, I carried over $3,800. I'm rounding down some of these numbers just to keep it even. So around $3,800 was my rollover from September. So I believe I will be working with a total of around $7,000 for the month of October. That's pretty good if it's true. Let's hope it's true. Better be. Okay. So fixed expenses, I have for October, I'm just going to do my mortgage, subscriptions, internet, and transportation, which for October is just going to be the tolls. I'm not going into the city, so I won't be paying any bus fare or metro fee. None of that stuff. So mortgage is $722.84. And subscriptions is the iCloud storage, that's 99 cents. My internet is $102. And then my tolls replenish is $20. So fixed expenses for October is $845.83. Next month, my mortgage goes up. Isn't that great? Next month, my mortgage goes up about $30, and my auto insurance will need to be paid, which is like $650. I tell you, it's like always happens like in 1 month where I get hit with like all these extra costs. It's really annoying. Anyway, so variable expenses. Okay. For utilities and sewer, I'm estimating $250. Definitely should be less. Now that our family is smaller, I do notice that we are paying less in utilities. I was always estimating like $265 every month, before. I rarely went that high, so I'm gonna just go ahead and bring it down to $250, but it should be under that. My groceries, that's just coffee and anything I like to put in my coffee. Nothing else is included in my groceries. So for October, I have 35 that I believe I'll be spending somewhere around that. K-cups, cappuccino mix, agave syrup. I think it's just those three things. And that's what's the 35. Household, $68.35. And that's because I need more furnace filters, and there's a couple other things thrown in there. Personal care, I'm just going to say $5. It's actually going to be, I don't think I'm out of anything except for like the floss sticks that I really like. Yeah. Health and wellness, I am going to get some vitamins. So I'm just going to say $10. Eating out, I don't suggest, when you are like struggling financially and you're on limited income, I don't suggest going out to eat. I don't know. I know everyone needs treats now and then, and I certainly do. But I really have been curbing it, at least trying. I did get a sundae yesterday from McDonald's. Well, whatever. Yeah, I don't suggest going out to eat. However, I've been going out actually several times last month, but my friends, they know what I've been going through. So like everyone's picking up the tab for me. And that's just so sweet. I don't plan on it. I never expect it, but it's been happening. So I do appreciate that. I'm planning to go out to eat with some friends this weekend, just for breakfast. So I put $25, which I am not going to spend $25 on breakfast. No, but I just put that, there as a buffer. My husband hasn't been feeling up to like hanging out like we used to. Sometimes we go on double dates and things like that, and just do fun stuff. He's just emotionally feels so beat up, and it is so hard. It is so hard to see that, because it's like, are you kidding me right now? Like, why did things like this happen? That's a whole other story, whole other conversation. But anyhow, so I'm just going to say $25 for that. Miscellaneous and kindness, I like to budget $50. That's just something I like to do every month. I have a new category, which I believe I forgot to put on my, I didn't even show you guys my budget last month, even though I did make a video. I just never uploaded it, and now I deleted it. Whatever. New category is the business category for the cleaning business. I have to obviously regularly get cleaning supplies, and I need to keep it separate from my regular stuff. So, for tax purposes, of course. So I will be trying to keep track of that. I do have a whole other spreadsheet situation where I'm have documented everything I'm spending on supplies and tools and like everything. And then as well as what we're getting paid. But I will put on here, even though it's like, this is personal, I just don't feel like making a separate business budget. And first of all, that's going to be boring right now because it's not really jumping. But I'm saying $15 right now for the business. And that's just to replenish some cleaning supplies. I already spent a nice little amount in September, which you guys did not see, but anywho, that's okay. So my total for variable expenses for October is $458.70. Okay. So now if we move over to debts, let's talk about debt. I was supposed to be debt free right now in October of 2023. I was supposed to have no more debt, but life has a way of throwing you some curveballs. So I still have debt. I have when I consolidated everything. Okay. So it's on this US Bank Visa card, I think. I don't even know. It's not like it's a credit card I use. Yeah. Anywho, it's on my US Bank credit card. And that's, as of this point, is $6,600. So I already paid $200 this month towards that. And that was an accident. I only meant to pay $100, but I scheduled 2 separate payments of $100 on 2 different dates because I couldn't remember. So I did it again. Like I couldn't remember if I actually scheduled the $100 payment, and I did it again for 2 days later. And well, whatever, they both cleared. So yay. My Citibank credit card, which I like to keep at 0, but that's a credit card that I use every month for something small. This month, or should I say last month, it wasn't very small. We had our car, the like 90,000 mile maintenance done on it, and that was like $800. So yeah, my husband paid $400 of it already, and I'm paying $400 more of that, and then the $9 is just the what is the tolls. The $20 toll replenish hits that credit card, but then I got cash back. So my $20 turned into $9. So that's cool. So anyway, so I'm paying $409 to Citibank this month, but that's, yeah. I just put that on there just so you could see what I'm having to spend out. And then PayPal credit. Yes, it's debt. That was a total of $551.24 that I put on PayPal credit for a new Dyson vacuum. Oh, it's such a beautiful thing. I really like it. It's that one, that V12 Slim Detect or something like that. I think that's the name of it. It's like, it's got the laser light on it. Oh my gosh, I love that vacuum. Anyway, do I sound like someone that has a cleaning business or something? I don't know. Yeah, that's a $500 vacuum. Seriously? Yeah, seriously. So anyway, that's a business expense. My friend was like, why are you using your brand new expensive vacuum to clean like someone else's house? I wouldn't do that. And I totally understood what she was saying. And she used to do cleaning as well. in the past. However, this vacuum is so awesome with its laser light. You can like you could really see what you've missed. Like for real. So because it's me and my husband working together and my husband's like, I don't know, like vision isn't as great. There's some things he just doesn't really see. So like he swept the floor and I think he vacuumed, if I'm not mistaken. No, he did not vacuum. He actually swept the floor. I asked him, hey, is it okay if I just run back, run through here and with this vacuum? And so when I did that, there was like so much stuff left on the floor. And he was like following me around. He's like, oh, what is that? He's like, whoa. He's like, man, normal people can't even see that. And he's telling me like, stop, just stop. And I'm like, well, no, I mean, they are kind of paying us, like to clean their house. So I'm not going to actually stop. Let me vacuum the floor with this vacuum. So I kind of feel like that vacuum is very necessary for my husband, especially. So that's one thing where I want to use it for the cleaning business. Also, we aren't going to take on a lot of clients. We just can't with our time. And he still has the personal training business. He's still doing that. And then my body's not made like it used to be. Okay. So I can only do so much cleaning. Other people's houses or offices and my house, I can't do a lot. So that vacuum won't be used every day like my own vacuum at home. I have a Dyson, an older one. And that's the one that I'm like, yeah, that one's going to be for home. And this nice one will be for when we go out because, yeah, it's going to last longer because it's not going to be used as often. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Not okay. But I understood what my friend was saying for sure. But yeah, $551 later. But that's it. So I will be, keep track of all that stuff. That's for tax purposes. You've got to put money into your business. You got to spend money to make money, right? So yeah, so total debts that I'll be paying in October is $710.24. So yay. But in reality, the debt that I'm carrying every month is that US bank card. So these other things, it's like the Dyson, I have to have it paid. I did say that's PayPal credit. I have to have it paid off by April of next year, which I will. In another video, I'll just show you really quick my plan, my debt payment plan, new plan. And then as well, I'll show you the savings because I'm still focused on savings. Thankfully, I did switch gears when I did and did not throw everything towards debt because I probably would be stressed out right now. So with all those numbers, right? We have the income somewhere around 7,000. That's how much money I'll be working with for October. So subtract the 845.83 for fixed expenses, subtract the 458.70 for variable expenses, and then subtract the 710.24 for debt. That leaves me 49.85.23, somewhere around that, left in my checking account. What I would like to do with that is take $900 of that and throw that into my emergency fund. My emergency fund is coming together, like for real. So if I can do that, that would be fabulous. Yeah. So we'll see. I think I will be. And then that'll leave me with just over $4,000 left to roll over into November. So that's the plan for October. It seems very doable. It seems very realistic. So hopefully all that income will be coming in. And yeah, that I actually have that at the end of the month where I can save. some more. I'm really excited about my emergency fund because it's stashed away in Marcus Goldman Sachs, and it's earning 5.4% interest. Yeah, that's great because it's getting up there. I'm really building it up thanks to my CD that matured and the savings that I already was doing. So that is it for October. Those are the numbers. Yeah, so the next video, I would like to show you, like I said, my plan, my debt payment payoff plan, and then my savings plan, because I'm really excited about the numbers that I'm able to do. And you're probably going to say when you see that, why don't you just become debt free? So I'm going to talk about it when I show you everything. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for checking in with me and sticking with me, and thank you so much for sharing your journey with me, because I do appreciate that. Not a lot of people like to talk about numbers. Not a lot of people like to talk about budgets and debt and stuff like that. I get it. Like, some people are like ashamed of it. I think I was too. Like, I was using the credit card just to be using it, and it wasn't like I'm going to spend this and then pay it off this date. There was nothing conscious about my spending back then. So it's like $17,000 on a credit card with 20-something% interest charged every single month. I felt like I was drowning. It was a horrible feeling. So yeah, I get it. I understand being ashamed to talk about it. That's why I enjoy this community, because we're all like, hey, this is what I have. This is what I'm trying to do. Who wants to cheer me on? Who's rolling with me? This is awesome. We can talk about the numbers. If we have struggles, we can bounce ideas off of one another. What would you do? Any suggestions? This is great. I love this community. It's fabulous. And yeah, so thanks for sharing your journey with me as well, like in comments and things like that. I do appreciate hearing about you guys, and yeah, seeing what you're working with. And let me just tell you, keep me posted. If you don't have a channel and you're just leaving me comments about what you're doing and where you're at, make sure you come back and let me know like how things are going, because I have no way of finding out besides the comments. So yeah, because I'm interested. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking these videos. I definitely appreciate it, because it helps me, because I am making a little bit of something on my videos, and everything helps, obviously, that. So thank you for helping me out. I really appreciate all of you. If you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. It's not going to cost you anything, and it helps a friend, me. So with that, buddies, I hope that I see you next time.